Hi guys, it's Jamera from RC Militia, and Ireland's right there, but you can't see her. She has her own spot on the couch, and it's not in frame. But I'm doing my own review of the kit that I did because my kit's different than Jeremy's. So I did the SCX10 Jeep Rubicon Unlimited Edition, and there was a lot of differences between mine and Jeremy's on how they worked out during the build. We started off with the axles. We did the rear axle, then the front axle, and my rear axle, with all the grease in the world, it wasn't going to make a difference. It seemed to like catch on these, on this one little part of these teeth, whatever. Made no sense to us. But I took it apart, made sure everything was right, put it back together, everything was right, and it still did it. Took it apart, put it back together, add more grease, put it back together. Still did it. So I'm just gonna run with it, and hopefully it just kind of like smooths itself out as I drive. Then the next kink that I ran into was my transmission. The same thing on my transmission, and we were told that that is common and happens. So they said just drive it just like the rear axle, just drive it in and it should work itself out. And then the only other issue I can think of for the inside build was when I went to put on my rear center drive shaft, it wouldn't fit. It's kind of like goes right next to the transmission box, the cover, and it wouldn't fit. Jeremy's fit perfectly fine on his, but mine didn't. So I had to unscrew the transmission box cover thing, kind of scoot over just a tiny little bit, and it popped right on. Not a big deal, not anything major or anything like that. We had some differences as far as like things that worked out good in mine that didn't in his. My front servo, the only servo, it fit perfectly in mine, and you move it all around or whatever, it's not going to hit any of the plastic surrounding it, where Jeremy had to Dremel around his plastic in the front so that it would fit and not smack onto the plastic. So there are some differences. All around, I feel like mine had more issues than his did, and so that was frustrating, but at least I learned a lot, because when I did something and it didn't work properly, I thought, okay, I did it wrong, so I'd take it apart, realize I didn't do it wrong, put it back together. So I redid a lot of these sections many times, so I'm doing good as far as knowing how a car works now. Not completely. I'm not even close to understanding it completely, but I have a lot more better of a grasp on it than I used to, and that's very exciting for me. So then, moving on to the body, I don't know if you guys know what puffy paint is called, what puffy paint is. If you do, the thought you probably have in your head is like 12-year-olds at a sleepover making their own retarded shirts that they'll laugh at when they're older. But I've taken puffy paint and made it awesome. I do ornaments with it. I've done replicas of abstract paintings on ornaments. I've done actual paintings on ornaments, replicas of them. I've done Baby's First ornaments. I've done Seahawks ornaments. I've done dog ornaments. I've done tons of ornaments, and I've gotten really good at it. So I wanted to see if the technique would work as far as adhering to the body, and it does. So I took a bunch of pictures, and so I will show those pictures to you right now. Alright guys, so there is my SCX10. You probably saw in there that my driver is Russell Wilson, which is the coolest thing ever. Because, I mean, how do you not have Russell Wilson as your driver when you have a Seahawks themed car? I mean, it's kind of like a no-brainer. I couldn't find Pete Carroll as a figurine to stick him in the passenger seat, but that's okay. I also added the RC Militia sticker to my back windshield, which I thought was really, really fun. But the creme de la creme is my custom Seahawks puffy logo right on top of the hood, which is so cool, and it turned out awesome. And where my body mounts or posts or whatever they're called, I'm still learning the lingo of these things, where those went, I never even thought about that. I mean, I totally was so excited about the idea of the Seahawks logo. I didn't even think about where the body post would go. And so it was really nerve-wracking for Jeremy. He was just like, I should put all this hard work into it, and now it's just going to be like killed by a body post. And it literally went right on the edge of it. So it really didn't do any damage, and you can see the full logo, which I'm so happy about. So came out perfectly. And then the side Seahawks logos, I didn't puffy paint that. Just because I'd done so much to the rest of it that I bought these decals online. So they're 1 inch by 2 inches, 2.5 inches, which fit perfectly for the doors, and I absolutely love them. And then you may have noticed that I decided not to stick the rear tire on here. Normally there is, I'll turn this around. Normally there's a rear tire right here that swings out and everything like that. But I'm not going to run at Axial Fest with a tire on. Apparently nobody does, or maybe some people do, but the majority of people don't because it can get caught on things. And I'm thinking, why would I want to throw it on here if I'm just going to have to take that tire off and stick it in my pocket while I drive? Like, I don't know. My pants are not loose enough to shove a whole tire in my pocket. So I decided, let's make this look different than all the other Jeep Rubicon Unlimited editions and just completely wipe that from my car. So I decided not to do that. And I personally love the look. I didn't want to cover up RC Militia logo in the back just because we are RC Militia, and I love the look, how it completely, you guys probably can't see it, but see how it's completely blacked out? I love that. I absolutely love it. And as you get closer, or in the pictures, you can see that the RC Militia logo just really pops. And so I just absolutely love it. I had a couple issues when it came to the body. Well, a couple issues. The logic behind this body is not really logical. Inside, which I showed pictures without this top on, inside on the gas tank, that's where the body clips go. You tell me how I'm supposed to get to those body clips. Yeah, I have to keep taking this on and off. I don't want to keep taking this on and off. So what I'm able to do, because I have girl hands, is put my hand underneath the body actually and take off the posts, the body clips from there. Not these ones, but the ones that are underneath inside. And so then I just take off those ones underneath and I take these ones right here, and that's how I have to do it. But most of you guys are guys, and most of you guys have guy hands, not baby hands like me, your hands aren't going to fit under there. Therefore, you have to keep taking this on and off. I don't personally like that idea. I don't know how you're going to get around it if you want to completely conceal the whole inside with them all the way around. But it just didn't make super sense to me. Then the other thing was that they didn't, besides the windshield, they didn't mark, and besides the windshield and where the cage goes, they didn't mark like on here or on the front. They didn't mark where you're supposed to drill. And that was frustrating to me because I can't see anything because it's already painted, and I'm trying not to kill my body, but I'm kind of just winging it on where the placement is. And the first time we screwed through, I missed it by about 1/8 of an inch. So I had to then drill again, and I didn't like that. So I felt like they could take 2 extra seconds, put some little marks on where you're supposed to drill, and bam, Easy peasy. Same with the front. And same with where the body posts and everything go in the back on the gas tank. Other than that, there were marks on the windshield on where to drill, and if you read the instruction manual, it says to drill on the third one up on both sides. That would be nice if that's what fit on my car. Actually, my right side, I had to drill where the fourth mark is, and my left side actually had to make my own complete random spot, which is between 3 and 4, so 3.5. I don't really like that. That's frustrating to me. You say 3, I should be able to do 3. But I made it work. That's what I'm noticing with these. You can't be afraid to step outside of what the instructions are telling you to do and do it how it works for you. And so I got better at that as it went along, and I'm really, really loving it. So this is my car, guys. This is my SCX10 Jeep Rubicon Unlimited Edition. Those were all the issues that I had and the things that I actually like. I really love the look of my car. Jeremy didn't have as many issues, but it's great for him. The zombie attacking car, whatever like that. The zombie capturing, I don't know, zombie killing assault vehicle. Zombie assault vehicle, that's what it's called. That's cool. But the overall look of it, I like my look much, much better. And so kind of the trade-offs or whatever, I feel like because of looks alone, and I go off a lot of looks when it comes to RC cars, I would choose just to go through the issues that I had again and do this. But a lot of people would probably just choose to do Jeremy's, the G6, the SCX10 G6, whatever name. So yeah, this is what I have, and I'm absolutely loving it. I haven't bound my receiver to my radio yet, so I haven't got to drive it yet, but I'm looking forward to that. And Jeremy's receiver did not bind to his radio, so he's going to use a different receiver and a different radio. He's going to use a Spectrum instead of his Futaba, and so I've kind of I'm sorry baby, I'm hurrying. Apparently I'm going a little too long. So I've kind of been waiting for him. I don't want to like go out and have like a blast and so excited, and he's just stuck filming. You guys don't want him filming. I don't blame you. So I've just kind of been waiting for him. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Now you guys got to see what all the excitement was about, and I'm really, really happy with the way it turned out. The only thing that I wished would have been different is the color of green, because the cap was more of a lime green, which the Seahawks is a lime green and navy blue. But the green I have is the green I have, and I'm learning to like it more and more as every time I look at it. But I was going for more lime green, but I don't want to pay for a whole nother body, so this one will do. So I love the way it turned out. I love the custom little details, the lines on the doors, framing those and everything like that, all the windows. I cut out my Axial stickers right here. All those you can see in the pictures that I already showed you. But yeah, I'm really, really loving it. So once again, I'm Jamera from RC Militia, and I cannot wait to drive this. And once we drive it, we will have tons. I'm sorry, I'm hurrying. We will have tons and tons of video, and hopefully then I can tell you kind of what I want to change, what I want to keep, and I kind of tell you how it rides. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. Peace. Take care. God bless. Ireland wants to go outside, so I'm going to go take care of my puppy. Bye, guys. Okay, let's go outside. Let's go outside. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Let's go play.